Kai is an Uber obtained from the Cyber Academy Galaxy Gals or Airbuster Gacha sets, and was implemented into the game on May 14th, 2014. Kai also has a partner named Barbog that she travels with every time. Kai has 3 forms: Kai, Kai type U, and Divine Kai. With each evolution, her damage, health, and HP increases. She can be level capped up to level 50 with Uber Cat Eyes and has talents. Kai is anti-floating and has 2 variants, Frosty Kai and Seashore Kai, which I might make a video about them sometime. Kai is resistant to floating, does area damage that can help with giving higher DPS, and has the ability to survive a lethal strike before death, which can help her attack once more before dying. She has one other ability that requires her to evolve into Divine Kai, which is immune to knockback, which can help her counter against enemies like Mr. Mole and King Wawa. With her talents, if you spend NP on her, she'll get even powerful. I recommend upgrading her resistance to wave and resistance to weaken. And if you struggle in Aku stages, get her shield piercing talent. Kai has a fantastic amount of health that can protect her backliners and has an excellent cost and recharge time, which can help her become more spammable and easier to send out into the battlefield. The best stages that I can find where she can be excellent are Growing Envy, Trouble at the Mansion, Virus Smugglers, and Sage of the Peak. Kai is perfect for any stage that concentrates on floating enemies, but when it comes to a particular enemy, she can destroy Bun Buns, Queen Bee, Crazed Bird / Manic, and many other floating knockback units. Unfortunately, Kai has a slow attack animation, which is not ideal because she will not attack as frequently, and make sure to not let her miss. Another thing is that she doesn't have the best speed, which can lead to the enemies pushing further than you might anticipate. She isn't very effective against anything outside of floating. She can die quickly without her resistance. Curses and poison can kill her quickly, so be careful when using her in UL with those uncanny enemies. Since Kai is anti-floating, of course, use her in stages with tons of floating enemies. She works very well against several floating enemies like a group of Bun Buns or a big Brawlo ambush. So, in conclusion, Kai is an amazing unit against floating and has good ability in her final form with talents to add to her strength. She can take an absurd amount of hits against those floating, uncanny creatures and resist a push. She has many extraordinary powers, but she has some cons like every other unit, so give Kai an A+ in my tier list. Kai is one of the best Ubers I have when it comes to floating enemies, compared to Saber and my beloved Thunder God Remiel. I use it every once in a while when I go against a floating stage.